What up, what up, what up? Thank you guys for joining in today. I am BK, back with another banger. Today is going to be a beat breakdown, beat mix down. I want to go into Studio One with it and do corrective mixing, if you will. But depending on the time, how long it takes me to break this down, then might scratch Studio One. If you don't see Studio One at the end, don't be surprised. Alright, so I was working on this beat in the wee hours of the morning, so I didn't feel like cutting on the camera and doing the cook-up process. Sometimes the magic happens off camera. A lot of the time, the magic happens off camera. Someone recently commented, giving me praise, well, not praise, but saluting me. He said, recently someone commented and said they commend me for the information that I'm putting forward for the community, but they got some issues with my cookups. Still waiting on their response to see what, their response is. Being that you didn't want to comment publicly, I won't publicly show your comment, but I got it just in case you never respond. So if you're watching, you know who I'm talking about. Also, someone just commented about the expansions. What is it? I don't even think I have them anymore. I don't even think I have those installed. Oh, drum it. No. Yeah, I don't have those. Oh, here they go. The 809, the bank, the noise, and the wub. These came in the 1.0 software of the MPC. I have not used these since like 2013. They're not worth the headache. He's trying to install them on in the 2.7 on a Mac OS Catalina. Catalina is not working with the MPC software as it should for people with older computers, such as myself. And that is the reason why 2.7 was even pushed out so fast, because they wanted for it to work in that Mac OS. And it's not the best. But to keep it short and brief, with the 809, the bank, the noise, and the wub expansion, those are from version 1.0 of the MPC software. So no one has been really using them, hence why you don't see it on Akai's website. Like if you go to buy expansions from Akai Professional, you don't see those on there. Where you'll see these, if you are now purchasing your Akai software, an MPC Live, an MPC X, you'll get these in a free download. Like there's a bundle that you'll get with some stuff. You'll get these 4 expansions, and you'll get the MPC drum library and the MPC drum content. You'll get all those in a free bundle, and the MPC expanded as well. But those 4 expansions are from 1.0. So no, don't use them, and they're not great, so don't waste your time. All right, so that's out the way. Let's get to this music. Before we get to the music, I want to point out a bug that's happening. I'm currently running 2.6, but there's a bug where when you do a patch phrase loop, and you do the real-time pitch shift, when you close the software and reopen it again at a later time, it's not remembering it. So I have this. As you can see, warp is enabled. I did not have warp enabled on this one. I have it on this one. I have it on this one, and I have it on this one. When I go to the break, it is not enabled. For whatever reason, it's not enabled. So when I play this, you're not hearing it. Like you're not hearing it the way that it should. But if I play this with it warped, right? So that's a bug. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Also, on the track mute situation, it's bugging. Like it's just it's bugging. It's doing too much, right? Like I don't know what this is. If anybody that sees this know what this is, please let me know, because I don't know what that is and why it's doing that. Look, it's bugging. It's not even coming off when you press an undo. All right, so that's out the window. I just wasted like 5 minutes trying to explain all of those things. So let's get to what we came here to get to. I got this found this sample, and I basically original sample is this right here. And basically what I did was I went inside of the sample and I truncated or extracted certain pieces. Like I widened the sample super wide, pause. And I went inside piece by piece and I pulled out what I wanted, right? It takes super long time to do, but sometimes that's where the sauce is at. But anyway, and it's pitched right now, so hopefully I don't get the copyright. All right, that's too much. That's too much, right? I don't want it. I don't want the copyright strike. So I went inside, I got that, and I made. And if I play the sample chops, this is what they are. I played them out on top of the drums. Sometimes I don't really like doing these beat breakdowns because you kind of like forget what you did. And I'm trying to remember what I did, but I'm not remembering what I did. And like I said, this is the drum break that I put in the patch phrase loop. I already showed y'all how to do the patch phrases, so you could go on the channel and view that patch phrase video. I break it down into full details. The drum loop, I basically went in there, tightened it up, and then once I got it into a patch phrase, I pitched it to play along with the sample chops. I then, after I did all that, I'm like, yo, it sounds light. So if I mute this track, so I had all that going without this Vox, and what I did was go back into the sample, went, looked, searched, and found this. What the sample is saying is, my Lord keeps me alive. My Lord keeps me alive. But I did some trickery. After I added the Vox, I was at this point. So once I had that, I'm like, yo, I needed more. So I went and I added the mini grand. I added the mini grand. And what I did, I hope this thing is still the same. I played something like that, but what I added retro color on it, and I tweaked retro color, so you know you don't have that. You have this real piano, but the way that I tweaked the retro color is not your piano. If I take off retro color, see what I'm saying? Also, if I take off Pro Q, and what I did with the fab filter was just take out some of the lows. Like you can see that right there. So I added the piano. Then I added the bass, which it comes from Bassline, and is the sub. Where's the sub? It's in this. Yeah, it's in here. No, it's in the preview, and I got it sounding how it's sounding right now. It might be it sounds low to me. That's because I got my volume down, but it sounds low to me. And also, I tried to really mix this down, like for real, and I envision all of these channel strips, if you will. I envisioned them as if I was in Studio One and I was actually mixing inside of Studio One. I really tried to mix it that way. So I envision, I use the returns as if they were FX buses inside of Studio One. And I used the submix as well. And I routed the drums to submix. And I added an air compressor on that. But then after, I didn't like how it sounded. So I went and I added stuff directly to the drum program. So it's, I was doing a lot. And again, it was like early in the morning, but late at night. So I was having those, man, should I do this? Should I do that? And it came out sounding all right, but when I bounced it to audio, I didn't like, it's too much like high end it's too much high end. Like I played it in the car. It's just, it's too high end, too much high end. And I don't like the way that the automation works inside of the MPC software. I much rather do it inside of Studio One. So that left me with, let's go into Studio One. And I said, that's what I'm about to do right now. I will leave you guys with this. Is the MPC software, you can get the grunt work. You can get the bases done, right? You definitely can. Like, don't get it twisted. You can mix your stuff down. It's just a lot different than the regular DAWs out there. It's a lot different. And the CPU, again, is spiking right now. And I'm just talking. Nothing's playing, but it's spiking. Once you get the grasp of how to use these inserts, you could win. And do remember that if you put anything on your master output 1 and 2, when you're stemming it out, say you're gonna send it to get mixed or mastered, take your L2 off, take your ozone off, whatever you have in this insert, take it off, because it defeats the purpose of getting the proper mix down and mastering. I'm gonna play with how it sounds right now, and then depending on the time, I'm gonna go into Studio One and finish the proper mixing. Like, once I put ozone on, the spikes just started going real. And I'm just talking, I didn't even play it. Like, it's jumping up to 72. There's only two VST instruments. Bassline is not CPU intensive at all. And the mini grand really isn't. RC20 is a little bit. And I do got a few RC20s going, so man, let's go. Yeah, it's not gonna make me be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go into Studio One so you guys could hear that part. All right, give me a second. All right, so we off in Studio One. I took the liberty of go ahead and setting up the tracks by labeling them, color coding them, and sending them to their own bus I routed them as I will. So what I'm about to play for you is the stemmed out version of the beat without any 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 added effects on these tracks, right? This is just as is how I imported them from the MPC software. Again, I'm not sure how loud that is for you because it's not loud for me. See, that is, it's at a good, it's peaking at -14. So that's kind of good. I forgot how you put the RMS on this. So that's the joint right there, right? Now this orange track right here, I'll make it a little bigger. This is the actual mix. The mix that I did inside of the MPC. See, it don't sound bad, but I know it could be a better mix. And that's what's, you know, that's what's killing me. I know that the mix could be better. I know, I just know it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to do a mix down inside of here, but I got to figure out why I don't have any control of the volume. Like, again, I'm hearing that. You just see me turn that off. I'm still hearing it though. So because I don't have any control over the actual output of the volume, I'm very concerned for your ears, and I don't want to do anything wrong. So I'm going to figure that out off camera. Thanks for banging with your boy. Thanks for making it this far in the video. I know this wasn't a cook-up video. I didn't give that much information. It's mostly self-centered around moi and my beat. But I do appreciate you nonetheless for sticking it through to the end. If you did to this point, I do appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Hit the notification bell as well, so you become at liberty to be notified when I upload any new content on the platform. Bow! I ain't say that in a minute. There it is though. Nah, for real, I do appreciate y'all. You all. There's nothing really else for me to do. I really wanted to mix it down, but I can't mix it down. I can mix it down, do visual mixing, but I want to be accurate. So, and I believe you should be accurate too. I got to figure out another way how to get this thing correct, right? But do remember that music is life. It is our DNA. Keep banging. Peace, love, and light. Till next time. Let me know in the comment section as well what your thoughts are with this beat. If you made it this far and you're hearing this, let me know what you thought about the beat, what you thought about the mix. Are you able to hear the high frequencies peeking through at you as I did in the car? I don't know how you're gonna be listening to it, but if you do, if you're able to hear what I'm hearing, let me know, because I might just be bugging. Because right now it does not sound that bad, but when I played it in the car, the mix was horrible for me. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't send that to an artist. I'd be self-conscious sending that out for someone to record to, because perfectionist, baby. But it is what it is. Love and light, y'all. Peace.